Shea's Performing Arts Center has Buffalo rocking and rolling with the smash hit Memphis. We met up with Brian Fengart, who plays Huey Calhoun, to talk about why Memphis has been such a success.
I think there's a lot of things working in Memphis' favor. One of those is that it's original. This is a wholly original story, and it's based on true historical events, but the story itself is fictionalized. It's a fictionalized account of true things. And I think that audiences were craving something new and sort of fresh. In a nutshell, it's in the 50s, sort of when the civil rights movement was just getting sparked, you know, and this quirky white DJ starts playing black music on a station, race music they're calling it, you know, and which of course at the time is frowned upon, to say the least. And but in the process of doing that, he falls in love with a black R&B singer named Felicia Farrell. This show follows their story, their romance, but also the spark when black music started coming into the mainstream, because you know, this white DJ started taking a risk on it, and you know, sort of put everything on the line to play the music that he thought should be heard. Music
is a huge factor in Memphis. Not only is it important to the lives of the characters, but it also pushes the plot forward with some rip-roaring numbers.
The music was written by David Bryan from Bon Jovi. He's the keyboardist from Bon Jovi. So, you know, he comes from a really mainstream rock mentality, which is helpful when you're writing a show that you want people to leave, you know, singing the songs and remembering. But he did a great job of making this sort of hybrid of rock, R&B, blues, you know, that sort of gritty, dirty Beale Street sound, but with a real nice, polished rock mentality.
The music will make you want to get up out of your seats and dance, but it's the characters that add emotional power to the show. They are fully fleshed out on stage and will make you root for them from the moment the curtain rises.
Huey's he's an odd bird. He's loosely based off Dewey Phillips, the DJ from Memphis at the time. He was a strange guy. You know, you were lucky if you could understand a quarter of what this guy said. It was like his own language, you know? And he did come up with his own words sometimes. And I think that was part of his appeal, was, you know, the teenagers at the time, they thought he was, like, speaking to them.
With every good musical, you walk away thinking and talking about what you saw on stage. And if it's really good, you leave feeling like you learned something. We asked Brian what he thought the message was.
With a show like this, it's delivering an important message because, yes, this version of the civil rights movement is done, you know, like this was back in the 50s, but people are still fighting for their rights. Our hope when people come to see this is that they'll take home a slice of history, but also help history not to repeat itself by, you know, seeing that we're a lot more alike underneath than maybe we originally thought.
All I know is Memphis lives in me.
It was so good.
It looks like it has just packed full of energy.
Well, the dancing was amazing. Every single person in the cast that sang was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I went with my grandmother, and the whole time she was just sort of, not in awe, like in awe of the talent, but also like she just kept reminiscing how she lived through this. She remembers like the events and everything. So it was just a really good musical because you really did walk away with something, but then you really got to just be inspired by the pure talent on the stage.
The theater experience actually like sucked you in, got you involved.
So I would highly, highly, highly recommend it.
All right, I think I'm sold.